Harold Davis's account of the events is not right. I don't think there's any contest about that. Now, according to Officer Stoddard, Phillip Workman was able to drag 2 full-grown trained veteran police officers across the Wendy's lot and into the Holiday Auto Parts lot, which is a distance of at least 60 feet based upon the crime scene diagrams, which I think are included in our exhibits. Now, during that time, if we look back to the crime scene exhibit, we noted earlier that, Don, could you get the crime scene? Would you point out where the money bag was and the jacket? 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3 is located right next to the blood and right next to the shell casings. And the other evidence, the incident that occurred anywhere from 70 to 90 feet from the front of the Wendy's hamburger shop in that parking lot. Now, if Officer Stoddard's correct about that, I'd like to ask, this is a picture taken by the police.
Exhibit 15.
Thank you. That bag is full of over $1,000 in change and money. That bag was in Phillip Workman's hand with the jacket over it. Now, I just have to question how Phillip Workman could possibly be able to drag 2 full-grown veteran police officers across 2 parking lots and over a curb while holding a jacket and a money bag. Respectfully, I don't think that's possible. Nowhere in Stoddard's testimony does he account for hitting Mr. Workman on the head, although other dispassionate citizen witnesses said that they saw him run from the scene holding his head, and more specifically holding his head with his right hand, holding the gun in his left hand. Mr. Workman is right-handed. Now, this is when he's supposed to be turning and firing at Officer Parker and Officer Stoddard, who both claimed that there were at least 5 shots. There were 3 shell casings out there and 1 live round. Sir, it's impossible. It doesn't work. Now, as a final point, could you get that last exhibit, please? I think actually this one's already been marked. Or, no, I'm sorry, it hasn't.
16.
When I was preparing for this clemency process before, I was looking through, we've got mountains of evidence. And I'd like to also just briefly say, we've been accused of having defense evidence and that we showed Paula Dodilia defense evidence and we showed jurors defense evidence. This has been in the press. This whole mess has. The evidence that we showed them 19 years ago was state's evidence. It was used to convict Phillip Workman. These pictures came from a video that was taken actually by a television crew. Now, there was a truck parked by the Holiday Auto Parts, and I think it's number 20 there. There's a bullet hole in the side of that truck. Now, I'm sure that if Officer Stoddard and Parker are going to testify here today, they're going to tell you that nobody besides Lieutenant Oliver and Phillip Workman fired their guns that night. Despite the fact there is a report from a witness and a sworn affidavit that's been submitted before that Officer Parker was firing, I don't know. But what I can tell you, sir, is that as I look at that, taken at the angle that it is, and if I look at number 4, which is Lieutenant Oliver's location, that bullet hole was identified several times in official logs. You have the 2 exhibits with the as coming from a .38 caliber. Actually, I think I already gave you all those exhibits. On the front of it, there's a picture of the Holiday Auto Parts.
It's exhibit number 11, correct?
Exhibit 11. It shows where the truck is parked. Now, if we look at where that truck is parked at a right angle to the Holiday Auto Parts store, and we look at the official crime scene diagram, we look below it to the